Honored to be here today. If you can't hear me, would you please raise your hand? I've got something I'd like to tell you, and I don't want you straining to hear me. I'm Sergeant James Cripps, United States Army, 1967, 1970. I do see and I do recognize that I've got brothers here. And I'm honored, and I want to tell you, I know there's a teacher, I don't know who she is, I ran into her before, that really does not like guys wearing their caps into a school. I see a better right over here shaking it. So let me tell you, when I was 18 years old, I volunteered for the United States Army in the heat of the United States versus Vietnam in a really heated war. And I earned the right to wear this cap wherever and whenever I desire. You can look at my cap and you can look at other veterans' cap and we can read each other. By those caps we know who you are, who they are, where we went, where they went, what made us who we are, the units that we served with, the places that we were deployed to. So proudly, I'll leave my head here where it is, and it's not a matter of respect. It's who I am. And I thank you for the permission to do that. Now, how did I get here today? Let me tell you, some 60 years ago, when I was in the 4th grade, heard of a war in a place I had never heard of. Had no idea on earth where it was. But I knew there was a war going on. So then when I get on up 6th, 7th, 8th grade, we start seeing it on TV. There are no front lines like there were in World War I, World War II. So in order to keep score, every day they would stack up the bodies. There would be a pile of North Vietnam soldiers stacked up versus U.S. soldiers and our allies. And the biggest stack of dead bodies were the losers. And I get on up around 9th, 10th grade, and I'm really paying attention to this stuff. And I'm beginning to feel guilty that I'm not there. I'm thinking, and I've been there. I could have done something. I could have helped out. Maybe our body count wouldn't be so high. So when I got out of high school, that's exactly what I did. I joined the United States Army. While the Army was the first officer I came to. Wanted to serve my country. I wanted to make a difference. You know, there's a time for peace, and there's a time for war. And you gotta recognize when it's time to fight. You got to be there. Could be now. But anyway, when you fight, you got to fight like you're the third monkey that arrived at Noah's Ark. And they're fixing to show up. Man, your brothers and sisters depend on you. Your family depends on you. Your whole nation depends on you. So you gotta act. You gotta do the same thing that I did. You gotta get in there and start swinging. And let me tell you, we don't fight fair. You can't win if you fight fair. We realized that we had supply lines in Vietnam. We could supply our troops. As you move forward, you have to have supply lines. Well, Charlie, our enemy, they didn't have supply lines. They lived off the land. In knowing this, and how thick the jungle were over there, and how many places Charlie had to hide, we used a herbicide. It's the deadliest chemical known to man. And I was involved with that herbicide. It cost me the use of my hands. It cost me my feet. It cost me my heart. I run on a watch battery. It cost me my kidneys. And I'm still standing here. And I look at you. You're worth every bit of it. Your job is to be worth dying for. Because so many have already done that. So that you can be sitting where you're sitting this morning. And I just be standing here before you talking. But the deadly chemical we used was Agent Orange. We used that to kill the jungle so Charlie couldn't hide anymore. We used Agent White and we used Agent Blue to kill the crops so Charlie could no longer travel without supply lines. He couldn't eat anymore. But in doing that, we not only killed Charlie, we kill ourselves. We have, through this toxic chemical, killed 300,000 of ourselves since the end of the war. And it's not finished yet. It will be finished when all of our generations are buried in the ground, and even our children. The toxic chemical has killed part of our DNA, and down through our bloodline, it will affect our children. They have come up with a way to replace that missing DNA. But it's too late for me. It's too late for my children. For my grandchildren, yes, there's a good possibility. But I want to thank you for the right for me to stand here today before you. And my message to you: be observant. Know when it's time to fight. Be aware of the politics. Be somebody worth dying for. Thank you.